Crypto treasury firms whose shares once soared are now tumbling, at least for the month of August. Tanaya Macheel is here with a look at the big winners and losers and why there has been such a turn in sentiment. Why has there been such a turn in sentiment?
Yeah, Morgan. So the summer rally in some crypto treasury firms has cooled dramatically this month, but that could resume depending on how dovish the Fed sounds in Jackson Hole later this week. With the pullback, we took stock of their performance. ETHZilla, which is backed by Peter Thiel, and Tom Lee's BitMine, which is also backed by Peter Thiel, are the outperformers this month. Solana-focused DeFi DevCore is the biggest of the winners this month. Strategy is the biggest loser. No surprise, because it's been tracking Bitcoin instead of ETH. Now, these are not apples-to-apples comparisons. These companies buy different coins. Some have really high-profile teams and backers, which it turns out is one of the most important things for investors to consider about this cohort. Investors I spoke with from Pantera, Galaxy, and others behind big deals like BitMine, SharpLink, Reserve One really underlined that point. Also, these firms announced their crypto strategies at different times, so it should be noted that changes the performance drastically over this short period. So by that measure, going back to the date of the announcement, no real losers who were actually in the negative yet, but DeFi DevCore, which buys Solana and got an early start in April, is the big winner. Strategy, of course, a bigger return since its announcement a whole 5 years ago, but not by very much, Morgan. I think about 2,800% since 2020 versus DeFi DevCore's 2,600% gain since this April.
Oh, no, but 2,800, 2,600. There's a lot of noise here. There's a lot of excitement. There's a lot of buzz. I guess just to put a fine point on it, how do you cut through that to figure out what's in the realm of possible and in terms of making an investment here versus what might just be more hype than reality?
Yeah, so I've talked to a lot of VC types who are behind big deals, a lot of names that have gotten a lot of attention but haven't even started trading yet. So we have that coming at the end of the year. And they really emphasized the big high-profile backers, whether that is someone like Tom Lee or Peter Thiel, or even just big investors who have experience in the capital markets, because thus far, crypto has not really been in the public realm. So it's something that you do get a lot, when you're looking at stocks. You don't see it a lot in crypto. So to see people who have that capital markets experience backing or supporting deals like this is what is going to separate the ones that last, which could be a handful, from the many, many that, are bound to not last. And I think that these VC types, the Panteras of the world, they say they're talking to dozens and dozens every couple of weeks. So.